It's a little premature for a video, but I think I'm gonna do one anyways. Uh, Been home all day pretty much. I walked to Walmart wearing shorts because it was only -1. I don't know why people still complaining it's cold. You know how much of a degree difference? There's a 20-degree difference. Imagine if it went from 0 to 20 degrees. You wouldn't be outside in your shorts. Right. That's why I was outside in shorts, because I went from -23 to like -2. So what was going on? Oh, I had a migraine yesterday. That's pretty much what was throwing me off. The temperature difference, like I was talking about, that's what threw everything out of whack. 4-hour nap. Back on my feet today. Took an Advil to kind of deal with the pain once I figured out what was going on. I was like, okay, now I can get back to whatever I need to do. So today, my OCD kicked in. I thought, okay, it's a weekend. I'm not really going anywhere. And I moved the subs around a lot today. They're still in the same spot they were before. Actually, they've moved about 3 or 4 inches in to the center of the room, and it makes a bit of a difference. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but they used to be flush with the outside or almost touching the other speakers, and now, as you can see, they're not. So anyways, I was listening to Hans Zimmer early. Actually, let me just call some of that up while I'm sitting here. I got my my Mac stuff laid out attached to the laptop, so that makes it a lot easier to select some music. Where did it all go? Ah, there we go. Stuff makes me feel like a little kid, and I'm just unbelievably fascinated with all of this stuff. There's no describing it, really. Come on, find the hard drive. There we go. So I've been listening to all kinds of different music lately. Pop music, classical music, even some stuff that friends have recommended me over the last little while. My video game music, always, I go back to Hans Zimmer because he's my favorite out of all of the composers. I mean, Howard Shore, I guess, is really good, and then James, what was his name? Then, you know, the guy who did the original Jurassic Park and Indiana Jones and something Horner? No? James Horner? Maybe James Horner. I think that was him. And there's one more. Someone tell me below. The Edward Scissorhands and Nightmare Before Christmas, and yeah. He does all the movies that director produces. I can't even remember the directors anyway, so I'm on brain fart mode right now. So, what happened today? What's the topic for today other than my nerdiness? Change. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pick this topic. Change is inevitable. It's gonna happen regardless. Every second of the day, of every day, you're different. Biology would say every 7 years you are an entirely different human being, because all of your cells, every cell in your body, I'm pretty sure it's every cell, is replaced and regrown. So we shed skin every day, you know, like all that basic stuff, nature and principles of science. But also in terms of who we are as people, two different things. I've been getting advice on dating recently because I haven't dated and taken anybody really seriously in a while. And I don't know if that's due to my, I don't know what it is, lack of confidence, self-esteem issues, my thinking on the past, feeling guilty about stuff that happened before. I don't know what it is, but it could be a combination of everything. And I've been involved, kind of, but I backed out because I didn't feel 100% about it, and the not feeling 100% made me think, okay, am I going to make another mistake? Is this enough for me to really focus and do good by this person. And that's really what I want to do. And I guess the same with a lot of people. I mean, we all have different objectives, agendas, options, and opportunities. Be it with jobs. I mean, a job that you're at for years might make you feel like crap, but you're stuck because it's a decent job. It may be the best of 3/4 of the jobs out there, and it suits all your desires, needs. It gives you a life, so you don't want to change your job because it may be hard to get another one. And you know, not everybody handles change very easily. And you know, we like the common, we like the familiar. We get used to this. It's what Joe Rogan would call a momentum. You have a momentum of life, and a lot of people are afraid to change that momentum. They don't want to make those drastic changes. But that's what it takes sometimes. You got to crash through walls in order to realize not just what's possible, but who you are. The strength that you have comes through enduring challenges. And if you don't challenge yourself, you don't know, you don't realize, you don't recognize who you really are, what you're capable of. So those challenges are important, I think. It's kind of an epic topic. This is the soundtrack for Batman Begins, if you haven't guessed or can't hear it. If you can't hear it, I should just turn it up, because I don't mind. I can just talk louder. Yeah, so change, relationships-wise. You know, people grow, and when I was younger, I'm going to say 20s-ish, I was dating people who were probably too young for me because they had a lot of changing to go through. And I faced some frustrations, you know, limitations and age restrictions. And I'm talking maybe 20 and, 17, 18 years old, or 23 and 19, or whatever the case may have been. And there's so much learning that goes on. If you're not experienced and on the same level, then it doesn't matter what you try to do. The root of the problem comes from something that is just embedded. I don't know. This might couple with the topic I came up with yesterday, which is like, when you have a date, a first date, say you're confident, responsible, blah, 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 do you have sex on the first date to figure out what this person's all about, if you're going to be happy with the sex life? And sometimes that's very important for people. I'm personally not really looking forward to having kids or planned on having kids, but you never know. The right woman might just instill me with the confidence and the need to, or the want to, and then boom, it'll happen. So, you just gotta be real about yourself, I think. Be honest to yourself, and with a partner. But be honest to yourself first, that way the communication is not lost and you're not misleading or even fooling yourself. If you build a fantasy around what you are, what you want, so one of these days something's going to challenge you, and you're going to have to either lie to yourself again to get out of it, or face change. Anyways, I'm going to probably watch Black Hawk Down, another Hans Zimmer movie, and I haven't seen it in a while. So that'll be, oh yeah, my hair. Sort of red and black. I think it's good enough for me. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go and watch a movie, and that'll be it for January 5th. Sunday, January 5th. Toronto's got an ice storm coming, so everybody get ready for that.